The News at 9 on North Mississippi CW4 starts now.
Thanks for joining us at 9. I'm Scott Martin. We begin tonight with breaking news. Columbus police are on the scene of a shooting that happened at 14th and Main. We know at least one person has been shot. City spokesman Joe Dillon says the shooting happened just before 8:30 this evening. All right, now very little information is known. Stay with us here, and there's some video of that scene right now. Be sure to stay with us here on WCBI.com for the very latest. Tupelo police are investigating after a 12-year-old was found bleeding from the neck. Around 5 this afternoon, police were called to the Oak Creek Apartments. That's when they found the 12-year-old with either a gunshot or stab wound to the neck. The child was taken to an area hospital. The incident is still under investigation. Sentencing for a Waynesboro man that pled guilty to beating his wife 4 years ago. Well, it's been continued once again. The case has gained statewide attention. Our Jory Talley has more.
It's been 4 years since Brian Clark forced his way into his estranged wife's Columbus home, where she, their 18-month-old child, and her 10-year-old son were living. The victim's aunt, Jessica Younger, says life changed at that moment.
Slammed her head up against the door jamb and put a footprint in her back, and there was so much blood. There were bloody handprints on the walls, and her oldest child was in the next room with a baseball bat hiding in the corner because he thought he was going to be next.
That night unfolded back in September of 2013. Friday, Clark was scheduled to be sentenced, but once again, that didn't happen.
15 times.
15 times.
Yeah, and I know that Hope has agreed with the district attorney's office. I know she offered, she got a continuance to herself for 2 different occasions.
And once again, it was the victim who asked for the delay.
Judge Kitchens appropriately talked to the victim in the case about how she wanted to move forward. She indicated to us that she wants to move sentencing up till next Friday, and as the judge indicated on the bench, he's going to abide by her wishes.
Clark pled guilty this past May.
The reason he pled guilty was because Lindsay Clemens was prepared for trial, and he decided that he wanted to plea at that point. They did not want to accept our plea offer, and so he decided to enter a open plea to leave sentencing up to the court. And I trust that the court's going to appropriately sentence him.
District Attorney Scott Colomb says he anticipates the state will request significant prison time for Clark's actions. His aggravated domestic violence charge carries up to 20 years behind bars.
We've been going through this for 4 years. I know Judge Kitchens is a good man. I just pray that next Friday he will sentence Brian, that he will sentence him for the maximum amount of time so that Martha Hope and her children can have some closure, and so that another family won't have to go through this with him.
Clark is currently enrolled in therapy. Clark will continue to stay free on bond until he's sentenced. A Corinth man is behind bars following an arrest for home repair fraud. Tupelo police, along with Deputy Jeremy Pace, arrested Dwayne Parker Jr. Thursday. He was arrested on a felony home repair fraud warrant as well as a misdemeanor warrant for the same crime. Parker Jr.'s bond has been set at $10,000. A shocking discovery after a man's dog brings up what Tishomingo County deputies say was a human skull. Well, this all unfolded yesterday. The sheriff's office believes it may be a lead in the Susie Lanier missing person case. She went missing back in June. The skull's been sent to the forensics lab in Jackson for a positive identification. An arrest has been made after an armed robbery that happened early this morning in Columbus. Well, just after 1, police say they were called to the Sprint Mart on Highway 69. The clerk said a man walked in with his face covered, holding a pistol, and demanded money. A few hours later, police were called to an accident on Pickinsville Road and found this man, 29-year-old Delvin Moore. Police say he matched the clerk's description. They found a gun and some cash. Police say Moore may be linked to other robberies in the area. His bond has been set at $350,000. Well, an arrest has been made in what authorities are calling the Attorney General's largest counterfeit investigation. Russell Haney was arrested Wednesday morning and found with over $2 million worth of counterfeit goods in his home. Haney is charged with several counterfeit and fraud felonies. If convicted, he faces up to 20 years in prison and thousands in fines. An update to a story we brought you last night at 9 about an alleged armed robbery at the Columbus Walmart. In a WCBI exclusive, the family in the video speaks to our Renee Skinner, saying they've been wrongly accused, and the video isn't telling the entire story.
A video can so easily be taken out of context if it missed one little part. And that video that was presented to you all missed the beginning of it and it missed the end of it.
This surveillance footage looks like a random robbery, but this Columbus family says you're only seeing half the story.
The alleged victim never even came forward. He never said he was robbed. So how can you allegedly charge someone with robbery if you don't have a victim to testify and say it was robbery?
Watch this video from start to finish. A man is seen punching another man repeatedly. Tierra Claiborne says her brother, Tavares Hawkins, bought car stereo equipment that was damaged from the alleged victim in the video. According to the police report filed in Monroe County, Hawkins asked for his money back, and the man gave him bogus cash. Then, fast forward to 9 o'clock Wednesday evening. Claiborne says her brother spotted the guy he claims gave him the fake money and confronted him inside Walmart.
The guy got mad and he pulled out his wallet as if he was going to pay him. But that was a whole fake too, because after he pulled out his wallet, what the video doesn't show is that he actually tried to hit my brother below the legs because he's pretty tall. So he tried to hit him low to take him down, but instead, my brother fought him back, which he was defending himself.
Then watch this woman standing nearby. She grabs the victim's wallet and looks inside it.
My mother grabbed the wallet thinking, is it money even in here? Was this just like a whole game? And it wasn't any money in there. And the video also missed the part when the guy got off the floor and said, there ain't even no money in my wallet.
Claiborne says people are now misjudging her family, and because the incomplete information was released, her brother was called a criminal.
And all of the comments on Facebook, they should be killed, they should be this, and you know that's how they make their money, by stealing and robbing from people. And I even said on Facebook, it's two stories. It's two sides to every story.
A Columbus PD spokesman was able to confirm this story and says Hawkins could face charges if the alleged victim in the story decides to press charges. Time now to get a first look at our forecast with Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson.
A few isolated showers out there this evening. Those are really going away. No major problems, but you can see this great panoramic from the Aberdeen area here. That little shower earlier on this Friday evening. For tonight, down into the low 60s. There could be a little bit of patchy fog out there. Overall, for our Saturday, we're looking great. A lot of sunshine across our region, really across most of Mississippi and Alabama, and temperatures getting back into the mid to upper 80s. So there's your Saturday. Scott, I'll be back with your full holiday weekend forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Keith. Well, yesterday, Mother Nature unleashed her fury across the area. At least 3 confirmed tornadoes hit parts of the Mississippi and Alabama. The National Weather Service determined an EF2 tornado hit Pickens County, Alabama. Well, this video of the tornado was captured by a deputy as the twister ripped through the Reform area. Several homes were damaged or destroyed. At least 4 people were trapped in a home after the tornado barreled through. Fortunately, they only suffered minor injuries. A tornado also wreaked havoc in the small community of Kirkville. The National Weather Service rated this twister an EF1. A mobile home and print screening store took the brunt of the storm. The owner there of the store says that people inside were getting ready to leave before the twister ripped through. Everyone took shelter in a bathroom to ride out the storm. Thankfully, no one was injured. In news that's good for Mississippi, Starkville firefighters traded their hoses for hammers today. Starkville firefighters joined Mississippi State volunteers to work on this year's Habitat for Humanity Maroon Edition home. Well, that home is on Owens Drive, is being built for a mother and her 2 young children.
This is my dream job. I enjoy the work, I enjoy meeting the people, I enjoy the families, but to think that you move a deserving family with their children into a stable home is just really the best feeling that I can think of.
I have a heart for service and I love being able to help people that are in need. That's one reason why I want to be a physical therapist, is to help people, but I also know that volunteering is a big way to get involved with the Starkville community as well.
Habitat for Humanity hopes to have the family moved in by Thanksgiving. Hale State Boulevard is open for traffic. MSU held a ribbon cutting this morning to open the new campus entrance. The road connects Poorhouse Road to the south end of the campus at Blackjack Road. University officials hope the road will improve access to campus and allow for better traffic flow. A beard of bees. Still ahead, how one man beat a new record that included a swarm of buzzing bees. Plus, health officials warning of potential health dangers after Hurricane Harvey. We'll have details there. And Keith will have your full forecast when the CW News at 9 returns.